We are going to retrieve some data from our road model calculation. First of all, we need to calculate our volumes, so we go to Model, Build, and tick off Quantity Calculation, and then Rebuild. Just before we continue, we have to be sure that we have actually taken off our vegetation layer. So Build, Settings. Yeah, we missed a tick in this one. So we rebuild like this. Now we have done a quantity calculation, and now we need to extract necessary data. The major thing we need is, of course, our mass haul calculation drawn in AutoCAD. I'll show you this in a second, but if we go to File and Send, Report to Editor, we will be able to get a fast overview of our design quantities in this summary reports. Design quantities, Send, and we will see that we have 52,000 cubic meters of cut, 29,000 cubic meters of fill, and 22,000 cubic meters of vegetation removal. Now this fill volume is the theoretical one, meaning without any fill factor or anything, it's just the theoretical volume. We can also choose quantity calculation and formation data, and then we will see the values of cut and fill in every of our cross sections. If we want to draw our mass haul calculation curve, we go to our M-Road drawing, and then the principles are the same as we did with our vertical alignment. We need to choose the right scale, and in this case we should also choose the overview scale so that we can see our vertical alignment alongside with our mass haul calculation. So Novapoint, drawing scale 1 to 5000, OK. Road, drawing generator, draw quantity diagrams. And this is the calculation interval of our cross sections, should be OK. Sometimes the road model does not calculate completely to the end, so sometimes we have to make this just a bit bigger, 16, and this one a bit smaller, 2903, just to be sure that the calculation has been done in the from and the to station. Draw. So now we need a piece of paper which is big enough to fit our mass haul calculation. So we will make a new one, make a new drawing, mass haul, and then set the width to something big, just to be sure that we have enough room, and the height should be 594, 2 A4s in the height. We don't need any margins. So, and when we are happy, save and OK. Now we should be able to find our mass haul in this list. We don't need any title box, we don't need any folding marks, we just need our paper. Insert the drawing where you want it to be, and this was not the best thing, it ended up just on top of my vertical alignment, so I'll just undo and go and do the procedure one more time. Mass haul, the drawing was still there. Okay, and then I'll put it down here. So this is my mass haul calculation diagram, And what I'm looking for is this one, the summation curve. All the other things are the diagrams showing the cut and fill and vegetation removal in each and every one of the 20-meter changes. And I don't need that, so I'll just erase it. Like this. And then I have my raw summation curve, and I can now begin to think about where to make side dumps, where do I have bridges and stuff like this. So the rest of it is pure AutoCAD. You just cut and trim this curve until you have the balance at the end. But this one of course resembles a huge surplus of soil. You can see how much by making a line from here and on to this one, and you can see that the surplus is around 20,000 cubic meters. Then the next thing to do could be to limit our mass calculation within the road model. Let's say we know that we have a bridge in a certain drainage. We can tell the software not to calculate the volumes on this particular stretch because we don't need to fill when we have a bridge. And that's the next video.